Hey, I'm Jan Frodeno.
Hi, I'm Lucy Charles.
Yo, I'm Sam Long.
I'm Hayden Wild.
I'm Peter Himrek.
I'm Magnus Ditlev.
I'm Mika Noot.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn McCauley.
And you're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching.
And you're watching
IronmanHacks.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Andrew here from IronmanHacks. Tips and tricks to a faster triathlon. Anyway, today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Desaru Malaysia 70.3 and whether or not you should do it. Hopefully you'll be able to make a decision on whether or not you're going to sign up, or if you do, some details about the course, about the race, about the event, where to stay, where to fly into, where to drive into, etc. Excuse the noise over here. We got about 10 7-year-olds having a birthday party at the pool. But anyway, yeah, so what qualifies me to talk about Desaru 70.3? Well, I've done it every year it's been on, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. The last one was just a week ago. Now it's June 1st. Is it June 1st? Yeah, June 1st, 2025. I just did my 4th one. And I've also done the 113, which is a local half Ironman event in the same location. I did that one last year, and I'll do it in a month from now this year. So like, I know the place. It's really nearby here because I'm in Singapore. It's a really short drive from here, so it's something a place I'm pretty familiar with, and I guess I'm kind of qualified to talk about it in terms of what to expect from a 70.3. I've done 18 70.3s, and so yeah, 4 of them have been here. Anyway, first of all, who is this course for and who is it not for? Well, to begin with, I'd say it's for all levels of triathletes, including those who are kind of beginners. It's kind of easy in the sense that, it's, the water is clean, the water is warm, no wetsuit, so it's kind of a comfortable swim because it's a tropical beach, right? So who doesn't like a tropical beach environment, right? It's not exactly like, it's not Hawaii or Maldives, so you're not gonna see coral and fish. It's not Cebu, or, it's not really like a beautiful paradise swim. You don't see anything, but it's not dirty. It's not particularly difficult. People complain, but people always complain, right? I mean, there have been currents, but they're light currents. Even quite beginner swimmers can manage pretty well. I'd say the level of swimming around here is not very good, not very fast. So even if you're doing slower than 2 minutes per 100, you're gonna be in pretty close to the top of your age group, no matter what. I did an abysmal 44 minutes, and I was like 11th out of 41 in my age group, 50 to 54. So that gives you an idea of the kind of athletes you're dealing with. So the swim's pretty easy. It's a triangle. Every year it's been a triangle. So as easy as it gets, because you only have 2 corners. You go out, you turn, go down the back stretch, you turn, and you're headed home. That's easy. The transition's really long. 90% of the people walk the transitions. If you jog the transition, you will do very well in your transitions. The bike, let's see, the bike, I would say it's suited towards all levels of cyclists because it's not particularly challenging. It's not technical. The hardest technicality that we have is a U-turn, which you do twice, and maybe some like cobblestones in a roundabout where you have to, navigate around the edges of the curb of the roundabout, and then if you're in the TT position, it's like boom, 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 on the cobblestones, right? So it's not hard at all, but it's rolling hills. So I would say it lends itself to intermediate cyclists who are comfortable, shifting down into slower gears, spinning up the hills, not mashing too hard. A lot of the beginners, they burn too many matches going up those hills, meaning they mash too hard and they pop up their power really high and have a very high normalized power, which doesn't bode well for you later on the run, which is where this race really starts, I would say. So the run is this, I'd say this is a runner's course. I'd say if you're a strong runner and you like the heat, then this is okay. If you're a strong runner and you can handle the heat, then this course is good for you. If running is your weakest point, then maybe you want to choose a different course, because the run is somewhat hilly and it is hot. Of the 4 years I've done it, it has rained at least 2 of the years, drizzled a little bit. Usually it'll drizzle around like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or noon, just light drizzles, or some decent cloud cover comes up. This year it didn't. 2 years ago, people complained about a big hill they added where it went down to the ferry terminal, and so they have removed that hill. I expected to do better on the run because that hill was gone, but I did not, because it heated up tremendously this year. Still, I did a 1:46, which was good enough for second in my age group on the run. Not particularly fast. I mean, I've done 1:30s before in cooler climates, places like Nice or South Africa. I've done like 1:36, 1:37s, things like that. Yeah, it's a lot hotter here and it's a lot hillier. But that's it, man. That's what I would say. I would say it's a good beginner's course and it favors the strong runners. If you have not practiced much in the heat, then you may suffer. If you're not used to the oppressive humidity and heat of Southeast Asia, then you may suffer. So that's one thing to say. Now, there are no pros here. It's a relatively small race and it's quite late in the season. So if you're gunning for a world championship spot, you may have a good chance. I have seen it roll down to the 20s and 30s, spot 20 and 30, you know. I was 4th place this year and last year, and both times I got world champ spots quite easily. But yeah, another guy in my group was like 25 and he grabbed it. So hey, you know, you can do it here because it's late in the season, and a lot of the faster athletes that have already tried to qualify have done so in a race already. So they have their spots already. And because it's not super competitive, because it's not super huge, I think it's a good one to go for if you want to get a world champ spot. Now, what about accommodations? It has been held at the Westin Hotel, which is a very nice hotel right on the beach. It's getting expensive though, but it's still very nice. Good buffets, good, you know, it's right there, right by the beach. Now they opened up another swimming pool. So it's okay, it's a good place. But this year they moved it to between the Westin and the Hard Rock. The Hard Rock, I believe, is a little bit cheaper. It's right next to the Westin, basically touching it. And the race venue and finish line has been moved to right between the two. So either of those hotels will be absolutely perfect. I would consider them the race hotels. So you can stay in those. If not, I would say the next best hotel is going to be, well, if you got a lot of money to blow, you can go for something like the One and Only, it's called. There are a few really expensive hotels over there, but cheaper is one called Sand and Sandals. Next to it is Lotus and Tuna Maya. I think Sand and Sandals is the nicest. I've stayed there before. It's been recently renovated and it's much, much more affordable. And it's only probably 2 kilometers from the race start. So that's a very good one. And they have shuttle buses. So if you're coming from overseas and you don't want to spend the money for the Hard Rock or the Westin, I would say go for Sand and Sandals or Tuna Maya. Lotus is next to those, and it's kind of cheesy and kind of crappy. I'd avoid it. It's not wrong, but only in a last resort would I go for Lotus. Now, how about getting here? If you're coming from overseas, your best bet is to fly to Singapore and then rent a van, hire a van from Malaysia with a driver who will drive you from Singapore up to Desaru with your bike in the van and take you to your hotel. And then he will leave you and he will come back when you're ready to check out. That's the best way. I'd say check out on Monday, because on Sunday your race will end at 12 or 1 and then your hotel will ask you to check out by 2. It's difficult. Not ideal. Best to plan for another day. So that's the best way to do it. Coming through from Singapore to Malaysia through immigration, you should be coming through on Friday night, the night before. Don't come at night, actually. Come in the morning and it should be easy. Probably expect 1 to 2 hours wait at immigration on Friday morning. If you wait till night, it's going to get longer because all the Singaporeans are coming up to Malaysia for for a weekend. Sorry, I'm real dehydrated after a long run, and you know, it's Singapore. It's hot. If you're in Malaysia, you know how to get there. But if you're flying into Malaysia, you can take a bus, maybe. There's not too many good ways of getting from KL to Desaru without driving. So, oh yeah, one other way I forgot to mention is there's a ferry from Singapore up to Desaru. Changi is where it leaves from, which is incidentally near the airport in Singapore. I would not take that because the time schedules are difficult. It's not very cheap. It's rigid. I wouldn't take it. I would avoid it. It exists, and it does come to very close to the hotel. So I'm putting that out there, but I would say the best bet is, as I mentioned before, getting a car, or you could rent a car, I guess, in Singapore, but I wouldn't bother with that. Or you could find someone else who's driving who can fit, you know, a bike on their rack. If you need information about a driver, message me, put a comment down below. I will give you the name of some drivers who could do it for you, or some companies that have vans. And these are big vans that seat like 7 to 10 people. So you can easily fit all your luggage and your bike in there without taking it out of your bike bag, or even if it's already assembled, without disassembling it. So if you found that helpful, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And if you need a training plan to get you to the finish line in the best form possible, message me, email me, andrew@ironmanhacks.com. I know what works, I know what doesn't work. I can write a plan for you. I'm a certified coach with COS Coaching. Also, if you just would like a coach in general, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. Again, if you thought this was useful, please like and subscribe. Okay, everybody. See ya.